What's up, everybody? It's your boy Blue Nitro back from the review for you guys, and that's right, I'm back with the Raptors content. I'm officially back this season. I'm gonna try to make more videos, obviously, about the Raptors for the whole season. And yeah, today was the first preseason game for the Raptors. They looked very good in it. So yeah, let's get right into it. So to start the game off, there's a cool intro with Banton and Nikhil Alexander-Walker, obviously both Canadians. They're just addressing the Edmonton crowd and stuff. And then there's just a lot of Canadian players on both teams in general, and I just found that pretty cool, obviously. And then there's an Edmonton ref officiating the game in Edmonton, if you didn't know, and now he's actually full time. He's a full time NBA ref. Another cool thing. And then when the game actually started, it was just it was a rough 3 to 4 minutes for both teams, to be honest. The Raptors weren't making any shots really, just turning the ball over, just doing goofy stuff. It is a preseason game at the end of the day, so it's not like they're try harding, obviously, because this game doesn't mean anything. Okay, it doesn't affect us in any way. And same goes for the Jazz. But yeah, OG, he got our first points of the game, 3-pointer. Typical OG style. Shooting them threes, making them. And then Scotty, he did a fadeaway, and made it. That was one of his first shots, and just looked clean. It was a clean fadeaway. I know Scotty did a few last season, but I don't know, just kind of caught me off guard. If he can consistently hit that fadeaway, that'd be huge for him. And then the Raptors, they started draining threes after their drought in the beginning of the game. I saw Gary Trent Jr., OG, they were making threes. And then eventually Precious, we'll talk about him later, but Precious starts making some threes. We're used to that, but he was going off this game. More about that later. Obviously, everyone in the Raptors improved this season, especially our top 5 players, our young core. But Scotty looks way better, improved. And then I was looking at our first substitutions, or our substitutions in general, because that'll give us like a rough look at what the rotation will look like, to begin the season. And the first 3 people that subbed in were Boucher, Thad, and Precious. So like the same as last season. So nothing special there. And yeah, NBA teams, they should be scared of the Raptors, because during this game and even last season, we were just dominating teams in the fast break. And with the new transition foul rule that the NBA implemented, we're gonna be just cooking. You know what I mean? Hey, people aren't gonna want to foul us, but they're gonna have to. So as long as we can make our free throws, we should be good. But that was a difficulty last season, free throw shooting. Hopefully improves. And then Pascal, I'm a big Pascal fan. He's probably my favorite on the team, and I was expecting get a light 20 points or something. He played pretty much the whole first half. I'm like, okay, maybe he gets a few points or whatever. But he kind of had a rough game, to be honest. Kind of just from the eye test. We'll get into the box score later, but yeah, it just looked rough out there for him. But preseason game at the end dates, whatever. He still scored. I'm not saying he went scoreless. He still scored. He still did stuff. But yeah, it just looked like he was missing a ton of shots. Just didn't look like himself. And then Chris, he had a funny possession. It was like he got the rebound, and then he took the ball out, and then he was like just running into one of the Raptors players. I forget who it was, and then he just did something else, and I don't know. It's just funny. I think he turned the ball over. It's just, I don't know. It was funny. I don't know. It's just awkward. And then Precious, he had this insane dunk. So I forget what Jazz player it was, but he went from the 3-point line, drove the ball from 3-point line into the paint, and went up for what looked like a layup, and then he turned it into a dunk. Precious, obviously looks way quicker now, which, he was already quick last season, but now he's even more quicker. And then the fact he just switched in midair from a layup to a dunk was amazing, because everyone thought it was a layup, and then boom, he just switched it to a dunk. That was just crazy. And Precious was going off this game. He was making threes. He was making everything look easy. He's running the fast break. He just looks improved. Like, I remember his finishing last season was kind of rough, especially the first half of the season. But now it looks way better. He just looks, I don't know, the fact that he's way quicker now just changes everything. Like, he can just do so much more stuff now. And honestly, this is my early prediction, but I got Precious winning most improved player. I don't know, I just see it happening. He's just way improved. He can shoot. He can pretty much do everything. He can handle the ball. He can hit, like the Raptors. All their players can handle the ball. So Or okay, not all of them. Not all of them. Okay, not Kem Birch, but they let everyone handle the ball pretty much. Obviously the Raptors, versatile team, probably the most versatile team in the league. With everyone just being huge, except for a few people. And then the next substitutions were Koloko, our rookie, and Malachi Flynn. And then also Bo Cruz checked in later on. And then there's a funny part in the game where Alvin Williams, one of our commentators, he just started roasting Bo Cruz. He was just saying, he didn't watch the movie, whatever. And then when asked why, he's like, I don't want to watch a movie of bad acting, referring to Bo Cruz and stuff. So that was a little funny. And then Marcus Camby, honestly, I didn't even know he was on the Raptors. I didn't know that till today. But yeah, he was on the commentary team today because he's from Edmonton. Just for the third quarter, he was on the commentary team. And then Kem Birch, he went to the game and he looked way better. I thought he wasn't gonna look that good because he just recently got injured and then he got surgery. So I'm like, oh, he's probably gonna look slow like last season, because last season, if you don't know, Kem Birch took a lot of abuse. He's got bodied, because he had to guard bigs and stuff. And he's just taking a lot of abuse in general. So he was all banged up last season. And then we didn't see the full potential of Kem. And now we see him healthy, a few months off, back, even with a little bit of a injury. And yeah, he just looks way better. He just looks quicker. That's the main thing. He looks quicker. Like, he had the IQ. He's still doing the same stuff, obviously, but he just looks quicker now. So he can actually beat people off the first step. And that's nice, because he used to actually give us a solid 10 points before his injuries last season. Boucher, he looks better, especially his three ball. This is preseason again, but yeah, it just looked better. And then Delano checked in. This is important because Delano, he could get, he could be waived, from the team, but I highly doubt it. He's pretty much safe. I saw something like a post today saying he was safe. I forget what the context was, but yeah. So he's definitely safe. I have Delano and Champagny being safe, and DJ Wilson and the rest of them getting waived. Who else? Gabe Brown. Honestly, he's a nice little sniper. I know he's doing good in the Rico Hines runs, but yeah, he's definitely not even in this. But DJ Wilson, I think he's gonna get waived. But I know the Raptors like him, but I just don't think he's good enough out of all these people. And Josh Jackson. He did pretty solid today in the minutes he played. He was showing good energy and stuff. And yeah, obviously he's very athletic. And And then Delano, he's showing off his, ball handling, his nice moves since, he's 6'7". The fact he's 6'7", he has just so much potential just based off of that. He can handle the ball, play point guard at Nebraska State. And And then Koloko, he looked really good in the pick and rolls. So if you didn't know, in the Rico Hines runs, Koloko and Fred, they used to run a whole bunch of pick and rolls, and they're pretty much unstoppable. And that just translated today. We even saw, the Cameroon connection between Koloko and Siakam today. They ran a pick and roll, and that was nice. And Malachi Flynn, he got elbowed on the side of the face, and I was worried there because it looked like he got hit pretty hard, so I was worried. And yeah, he has a facial contusion because of that, but he did come back and play in the game. He finished the game off. And Malachi Flynn, his defense was really good. I liked his defense. It looked like, his college defense, when he won Defense Player of the Year. That was all good. But his offense, it still needs to get better. You see him in the, pro-am games, whatever, going off. Obviously, defense way worse, not NBA level. And yeah, he just needs to get better at that. But I do think he'll have a role this season, even if it's a minor one. Maybe I don't know. He could be the backup PG. Because Banton, he's still not there. Malachi's ahead of him. But or Scotty could. That's the thing. Everyone on our team is so versatile. So we're just positionless. So not the biggest deal. And then Jeff Doughton. He's one of our two-way contract players. He checked into the game late, and he dropped a Jazz player near the end, but then he missed the wide open layup. He could have had a highlight there. It's still gonna be a highlight. That's just how it works. But if he finished it, it would have been complete. But unfortunately, he did not. And if we check the box score here, Precious, he had 10 points. What did he go from the field? Precious went 50% from the field, 4 for 8, and 1 for 2 from 3. It felt like he was going off, but he only had 10 points. It's actually funny, man. Chris Boucher, 11 points, 10 rebounds. He had a double-double. He went 100% from the free throw line. That was good to see. But also, he was only 1 for 3 from 3. I thought he did better. You see, the eye test is deceiving at times. And then he went 4 for 9 from the field. Malachi, he was 3 for 5 from the field, 60%. And then from 3, he was 2 for 2. 2 for 2. So he did pretty good. Koloko, 7 points. Bo Cruz only played 12 minutes, but he had 3 points. Banton, 9 points. 3 assists. Yeah, Banton, 9 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. 100% from the free throw line. And then he went 0 for 1 for 3. I do remember that. And 4 for 6 from the field. So a solid game by him. Josh Jackson, 4 for 5 from the field. What was this? He had 2 free throws. And he had 10 points. So a solid. DJ Wilson, 7 points. What did he shoot? 1 for 2 from 3. 3 for 5 from the field. And Jeff Dowden was only 2 for 6. But he's safe. Thad didn't play that much. And nor did he do that much. Precious, obviously, he went insane. He also had 5 rebounds. He was shooting just way better, way improved. OG, he looked a little rough at the beginning, but then he started step it up. Scotty obviously looks way better. He had 8 points, 2 steals, 1 block, 5 rebounds, 2 for 6 from the free throw line. Obviously needs to improve that. But this is just a preseason game. We did beat the Jazz at the end of the day. I digress. We did beat the Jazz at the end of the day. And the final score was 82-114 for the Raptors. And that concludes the review. This is a pretty good game for us. Obviously, we won the game by a lot. But, yeah, I liked how our team played. And everyone's not healthy. Like, Otto Porter, not healthy. Thad, not healthy. Kem, not healthy. Malachi, he might be. Who knows what's going to happen to Malachi now. But, yeah, we're back to reviews. I hope you enjoy these. And, yeah, see you next one. Thank you for listening. Peace.